love your coat.
You know I love yours because I have the same one.
I
We're gonna get along just fine, Mary. You and
I love your costume.
My costume? Ooh, you can't come to this
Lord, she
couch
called
with
it a
Mary and I and
costume.
call it
I'm
costume.
done.
Oh, no.
That's fashion, honey.
That's fighting
Okay,
words to
okay.
Mary and I. This is
it?
not a costume.
We don't wear costumes, we wear fashion.
Who is this? She's the one that looked like she had on a costume. It looked like a German Shepherd coat. Like she took about 17 German Shepherds to the groomer, and then she made a coat and then dyed it burgundy.
I love fashion.
Something right. Like the texture, you know?
I don't like to call another woman stupid. I like to be supportive of other women, but I'm not sure if this woman can spell YSL, so I'm not really pressed about whether or not she liked what I was wearing. You know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
know if she knew what...
I'm not even meaning like Yves Saint Laurent. I mean, I don't know if she can put the 3 letters together.
I have a whole office, like it's my office upstairs, and it's just close. I feel like when I was younger, I had 5 siblings, and we never had enough.
So you became like a hoarder, like...
Not a hoarder, but that's
just
a little
like-
much. But like...
Brittany and these words. We gotta get Brittany at the
I
source.
buy enough.
I mean, I was there. I grew up poor, and so I felt like,
Why was
you know...
poor? I didn't say that.
I grew up poor.
I now know that fashion is not Brittany's thing, and I'm also learning that words are not Brittany's thing.
But
I found myself hiding rolls in my purse to take it home.
no, I would never do that.
Oh, well, I did that.
It's totally okay.
No, that's not okay. I don't think that's okay.
That's not
Putting
okay
food
with
in
you.
your purse?
I mean,
No.
Hello!
Oh, Lord.
Be with me, God. I need all your grace.
I don't understand why Mary's so rude to me.
She's not a listener. If you think I'm poor, ask me. But she just assumed I was. She's just not the sharpest knife in the drawer. She's not even the sharpest spoon.
The 2 of them did talk to me and then tried to out me as the talker in the group.
that's up.
I think that's also what I'm so mad about, is that the 2 of them have decided that they can say whatever, and little bitch Bronwyn is gonna keep their secrets while they treat me like a little bitch.
I'm not using Lisa's words. I'm just letting people know that Lisa had words.
And that's too much bitchery for me, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm not throwing Lisa under the bus yet, but I am turning the bus on.
You guys, I want to make a toast. Ting, 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 ting. So last night, Jared took me out, and then we bought matching jewelry at Louis Vuitton.
Oh.
And then he officially asked me to be his girlfriend. I want you to be happy for me.
I'm just trying to figure out, why do we care?
Mary, rude.
I don't care about you and your boyfriend. Like, I don't know why that has to be announced to me. I don't care.
That is so
I don't think
rude.
most of us care.
Isn't this a group of friends?
I don't know. I don't even know you.
Oh, it's so complicated, and it's really, really personal, and...
But you trust us about your boyfriend?
Well, you
and
just
cheering?
told me you don't like me or want anything to do with me.
I didn't say
and I
that.
don't, so I don't want to
just
share
said
my
I don't-
personal
oh, Lord,
details with
you're
you.
very difficult. You need some soul searching, babe. Mary's not wrong.
I'm kind.
If you're kind, why can't you make amends with your children?
I'd like to learn something about Brittany that didn't feel unhinged. That's how I feel about Brittany right now.
Wait, excuse me? Say that again?
Everything I've learned about you so far feels chaotic AF. I'm
And
sorry.
why is that?
You're on again, you're off again, you're in a Costco cart, you've called her poor, you've called me a hoarder. So all I know about you is the party, and you came in there hot and wild. I'm sorry, you did.
Hot and wild?
Yeah.
At a certain place, all these words matter, and you've got to get in the mix on what the words mean.
It feels like that you champion Lisa, like you're...
I do champion Lisa.
But you've known Angie since high school.
Yeah, but I champion Angie as well. But in this situation, I'm on Lisa's side.
I noticed that Heather says things that's very hurtful. She's always in the middle of something, but yet she hides her hands. She'll say stuff, but then she's standing there like she's the innocent one.
You've been knowing Angie way longer than any of us.
It doesn't mean I don't love and support Angie as a person and as my friend. I think Angie's just kind of taken Lisa for granted, and she's kind of in this mode where she feels like she wants to change the terms of their friendship, but she hasn't really informed Lisa of how that's going to happen, and she's just critical and snarky.
That's kind of true for you, Heather.
You want to talk to me? So yeah, let's talk
Why
about
are you
that.
getting in my relationship with Angie? Why are you invested in like anything that's going on with us?
It shocked me that you told Lisa something that she was probably just
I am
venting
friends
to
with
you
Lisa.
about.
Like, we are dear friends. And for you to be in her ear about it, like, I used to be Lisa's
Was I
dear
in
friend
your ear
and
about
Angie's dear friend.
You know, if we're dear friends, though.
I mean, I question this. If we're out of line.
I'm not out of line. You think you're a head bitch in charge and you can manage everyone's relationship.
Heather wants to look like the good guy, so she's acting all wide-eyed and innocent, like, why would I have shared this? Why did you share it? It's so messy of Heather to be meddling in their relationship. And if you believe Heather is not meddling, Bitch, neither am I.
We were talking about our conversation when we were ziplining.
Yeah, everywhere you drop and everywhere you stop, it's a lie.
That's extremely hurtful.
Okay, well, I'm
like
not
you to
saying
back it
hurt
up.
you, then stop
And
doing
it's
it.
extremely
Then
hurtful.
stop doing it.
You tell me when I've lied.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
So if I tell you the truth, facts of you on you, you say it's a lie.
We're not gonna speak on the truth right now, okay?
Oh, don't push me. I have been a good friend to you.
Don't push me. We'll take it to God. Ask God.
God knows.
Yeah, he does know. And he knows all about you. Whatever I say behind your back, I say it to your face.
That's not honorable. To say horrible, mean things to my face, that I do that?
I do.
I don't do that.
And that's fine.
Name a time that I've been bad to you.
Name a time you've been good to me.
Okay, everyone, I have an announcement.
Are you in love with him?
Yes, I am in love with him.
Are you in love with him or are you in love with Osmond?
I think you should worry about your own marriage, Bronwyn.
I don't have a ton to worry about.
How did you and what's your husband's name?
Girl, you did not just tell me to worry about my marriage. You don't even know my husband's name.
Were you interested in him because of his money?
Well, I had Google Finances asked before I met him randomly at a bar one day for lunch. So yes, I was only interested in the money, Brandy.
Are you attracted to him?
Am I physically attracted to my husband?
Yes.
It feels like a real low blow.
The gold digger, evil stepmother. It's truly boring for me when someone says this. If Brittany wanted to say that I'm on my third nose and that is vain, yes, bitch, it is. I am on my third nose. That would be a read that I would be like, bravo. This bitch truly came to play today. I thought if Heather thinks she can tell everybody what I said with her stank on top of it, then I can tell Angie exactly what was said.
That, by definition, is messy.
I know you feel that way, so I said I can apologize. It comes across messy.
It comes across messy or is messy?
If for us to move forward, I have to say it was messy, I will own that it was messy.
You don't have to say anything you don't want to say for us to move
I want
forward.
to because I'd want us to move forward. But this is not the end of it because I have not yet heard you say one time you were messy, you were inappropriate, you were too far. Inviting everybody on a trip this weekend. And I don't know that you and I are in a place for you to come, but I think if I don't invite you, that is gonna cause a huge issue, and you and I will never move past it.
So you're planning a trip, and I'm here to like sing for my supper and like earn an invite?
Heather, I think you want to feel that way about me. At this point, you're saying,
I'm very
I've
confused
apologized,
I thought you wanted me to come over so you could apologize for the things you'd done. And
why do you think you should come over and I should apologize and you should take no responsibility for any of what's gone on between the two of us? That's really what you thought was going to happen when you came over.
You have a skewering humor.
You also have a skewering humor, and you have come very hard for me. I am not a good friend. I am terrifying. My husband was stupid not to have a prenup with me.
You are putting words in my mouth.
No, Heather, those are all words you have said.
I think it is stupid for anyone to not have a prenup. Marriage is a financial transaction, and you and I both know this.
In no way, shape, or form was that a friendly comment. To not be able to say anything that you've done in this is truly lacking self-awareness. I mean, I'm incredibly hurt by my conversation with Meredith and Lisa from the plane. If they spoke to Heather and heard her side of things, I don't know why they weren't open to hearing my side of things. Like, if you agree with Heather that I'm two-faced and bitchy and Todd's too stupid to realize I'm a gold digger, why the are you here? What a perfect replica. Requisite Tiffany's.
I think we did a great job, right?
I thought I was really tricky coming with these little clip-in Audrey Hepburn bangs, and then Meredith one-upped me with whatever, octopus she put on her head. They're there. It's a choice.
But I always say, like, anybody can buy fashion, but you cannot buy style. Style is in your DNA. I loved Audrey Hepburn. Her style was amazing. I wanted to bring that out of these women. Like, show me your style.
Hi, Meredith.
Tiffany. And what does Lisa do? Goes and buys my exact same outfit and wears it.
Why are we doing this right now? I don't know, because you're...
Oh my gosh. We miss you. We wish you were here.
Have so much fun. It looks gorgeous.
It feels a little shady to call her and be like, we miss you, we miss you.
We're just sad that she's not here. That's all.
And I'm sad Heather's not here without a relationship.
And I believe you. It's more of a
I don't care if you believe
situation.
Heather over me.
No, it's not.
It's
not.
Came if you do.
But I also think you and I have a long relationship,
Yeah, we do.
Lisa, and I don't just listen when somebody talks poorly about you. I don't. You assume that I invited Heather over to have a fight with her so she couldn't come on a trip because I'm just what?
You're putting words in my mouth now. I didn't say that.
No, actually, I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm asking you, is that what it was? Because I don't hear a lot of words coming out of your mouth, and that does kind of bother me because these two and a lot of other people can attest that words actually do come out of my mouth when
And
someone
you said
speaks
very
about you.
clearly.
You don't have to be the same friend that I am. We all show our own ways. But it's starting to feel a little bit odd to me that you're so tight with Heather and you're so tight with Brittany. But never once when Brittany has yelled at me have you called me the next day and said, are you cool? Are you fine? Do you feel okay? Never once when Heather and I have had a problem have you called me and said, are you cool? Are you fine? Do you feel okay?
What did I
Okay,
need
so
to
here's the
defend?
thing is you don't have to defend me.
No,
But when you don't defend me and then you tell me this is Heather's feeling, this is Heather's feeling, and then the second I have to take a leak, you call Heather?
I'm good.
Hi.
Sorry I'm late.
I didn't
Thank
think you
you
were going to
so
come.
much. The best comes last. Hi.
I don't know
it's
about
lovely.
that, but thank you.
A little weird that Heather's allowed to tell you two how she feels about me, and that's totally cool, and you guys have to listen, but I'm not allowed to tell anybody how I feel. Heather is saying, Bronwyn is two-faced, Bronwyn is untrustworthy, Bronwyn this. Bronwyn is saying, I want to be friends with Heather. I tried to apologize to Heather. Listen to the difference. Heather is talking me for talking someone else while I'm trying to fix it. And everybody thinks that Heather's the one that's missed? Figure it out, Lisa.
I don't want to be involved in it. I listen to Heather, she's my friend, and I listen to you. It's like you and Heather need to work out the things with you and Heather, and I don't like when
Lisa,
people get involved
that is a double
in my
standard.
stuff.
That's an absolute double standard because you're telling me that when she says something about you, I should call and check on you, but when Heather and I have an argument,
Well, you
I'm
didn't.
supposed to
Well,
work
it
it out with
didn't.
Heather.
It didn't
Okay,
happen.
Lisa,
It
that's
didn't
exactly
happen.
what I'm talking
Okay.
about. When it's me and somebody else, it's my responsibility to work out. But when it's you and someone else, my ass better ride your dick like it's my job, Lisa.
It's not okay to talk about people's husband.
No,
You
right.
have called me a gold digger.
Yes.
You have said Todd is disgusting. You
No,
have
I
said
did
you don't
not.
know
I
his name.
never said
you
Todd
said
was
there's no
disgusting.
way I was physically attracted to him. You said our relationship
say
is
that.
bullshit. You don't believe it.
I did
need
say
to
that.
prove it to you.
Yes,
and when
I did say
said
that.
it's time to take a break from this, you said I will not. Everyone has said it.
I said everyone's thinking it because they are.
And why didn't you have a prenup?
You got to take a break off the prenup. You really do, Heather. You want to keep knocking on that door, and you're not going to like it when I open it. I don't need to prove my situation to Heather, but what I think is really interesting is that the first place her brain jumped to was, what do I get out of my marriage to Todd, and what would I get out of the end of my marriage to Todd? So I don't know who that makes a gold digger.
When I invited you to my house, and I've seen you in many of people's homes, and I've never seen you walk out anyone's home, ever, since I've known you.
I no longer felt welcome in your home.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm
Well,
not gonna stay
that's
somewhere where I don't feel welcome.
okay.
Angie was coming after me, and you've told me repeatedly that, you would always stand up for me, and instead, you jumped on the bandwagon, and then I was like, why am I
First of all, I
here?
don't jump on bandwagons. What you did, I feel like you severed our friendship. You're not always the victim.
No,
you do
I'm
things,
not.
you portray that. It's always somebody doing something to you, as if I don't ever take up for you.
Because I think you and I are in a place where you can say, you're not two-faced.
I
I've
feel
made
like-
a ton of mistakes.
Okay, listen.
But your experience with me is not that I'm two-faced. That's
I
kind of
don't-
wild. You can't agree to that.
Okay, I didn't say I
Do you
wasn't
think it's
agreeing
fair
to
for
it.
her to say I'm terrifying?
No,
is
it
it
is
fair
not
for
fair.
anyone to say I'm terrifying?
It is
I'm not going to make
fair.
this Heather
It is a
versus
million.
me.
No,
Am I
no.
terrifying?
You're not terrifying.
I'm going to put the bar all the way on the floor for you so you can trip over it. Am I two-faced, Lisa? Is your experience with me that I am two-faced?
Is my experience with you that you're
Oh my God,
two-faced?
this is an
No,
awful
wait,
lot of
no,
thinking about it.
No,
So what's the latest with you and Meredith?
So yesterday I met up with her, and she had the audacity to try to comfort me, as if I did something to her. She goes, oh, clearly you don't care about me, you're an hour late. And I wanted to say so bad, sweetheart, if you stop renting in Park City and start renting in Salt Lake, maybe I can get to where I'm going. But it took me an hour from my house to get to where she met.
After she stormed out of your house?
After she stormed out of my house, like, God knows I don't care what she thinks. I don't care what she's feeling. I don't care.
it's not true.
It is true.
Mary,
It's true.
Mary, you're not around me enough. Don't make judgment calls. I don't judge you.
You're just a game. Is what
I'm
you
a
are.
game? You don't know me.
And you do mess with people.
Mary, you don't
talk
know
behind
me.
people's back all the time. You're the fakest person I think I've ever seen in
Mary,
my
you're
life.
the fakest person.
Everything
Mary,
comes out of your mouth is a lie.
Oh my God, you're upset that I have the same Fendi jumpsuit and I got mine from Fendi.
I don't get
and I didn't have to get it off the rack.
You wore my outfit.
I think the Fendi jumpsuit is some bitch eating crackers. Meredith doesn't really like Lisa right now, and so she's like, I wore it first, I wore it best, I wore it on TV, and you wore it to walk around my house. Which honestly, top tier shade, Mary. I'm here for it.
This
You copycatter. Go be original. Girl, bye. You're a hot mess. Girl,
go back
bye.
to this. This is the
You're
only
a
thing you've
hot
got.
mess.
Okay,
get your
Mary.
hot mess together, and you get yours together, too.
Just see it. Let me see.
Says Heather Gay.
You can just hand it to me and I can look at it. Like, I'd love to look at the dates. I'd love to see
I'll
the flight.
forward it to you and you
Whoever
can
gave you my
memorize
birthday.
it.
I didn't move myself because there was one ticket available, and by the time John went back in the app, it was gone. But I wish I knew that that's how I was getting home, and I would have bought my ticket myself.
Does it feel totally asinine that anyone was worried about it?
Yes, it was a gift,
I flew you guys
and it was,
out there.
I was grateful. I was beyond
Just
grateful
FYI,
for the experience.
Your
Thank
husband's
you.
got gifts, you got gifts
Yes.
from me. I had the house, I took you to Indy, and anyone gives a flying where they sat for 67 minutes on the way home?
I just know
Wild bull.
If it doesn't matter where you sit for 67 minutes, why did you book yourself and your husband in first class and them all in coach?
Because it was my goddamn credit card.
Like, use other
Take
people
your
to create your
Sagittarius hot
opinions.
messes and go jump in that lake over there. That's what you do.
This doesn't mean
stinking hot
anything
mess.
to me. Keep talking, keep talking.
No, you keep talking.
You keep talking.
No, you keep talking.
Keep talking,
'Cause
Mary.
You can't
Just f***ing
me
keep
up.
talking.
You can't shut me up.
Keep talking, Mary, so everyone can see what a
dingbat.
I see what Heather does with the other ladies. She spins them out of control, and they forget that she was the one who was wrong in the argument that they're having. I'm not gonna be spun by Heather. It doesn't matter what I say to Heather. Heather's going to just say, oh, there's another problem. There's no getting through a problem with you because once I say, actually, I was trying to invite
you're
you,
so
then you
astute
say,
for
oh,
someone
you're
that's
so
known me for
now
how
I'm
long?
astute. See, every time I say, let's get all the way to the bottom of this, Heather changes what it is she's mad at me about.
It at like a public event, and then later thanked me with a text and told me how beautiful the wine was. So like mixed messages, so I'm not sure, like, do I offer you wine when you come to my house?
Two-faced. The whole thing, it's a two-faced.
I don't feel like that's two-faced.
So why don't we just refer back to manners and etiquette? Just like I feel like, Meredith, you walking out of my house was very rude.
Oh, and you asking people
And I'm
to
not
leave?
talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Shut up.
You guys, seriously, what about me? Like this, what about you?
God, get this woman a puppy. She needs unconditional love from somewhere.
I do know manners, and I do know etiquette. But you walking out of my house?
You asked me to leave, and I did not feel welcomed, and I was
I didn't
upset,
ask you to
and
leave.
I will leave.
I didn't ask you to leave, Meredith. I was talking to both of you. I wasn't just talking to you. Angie was screaming, you were screaming, and I was telling both of you, be quiet. If you can't be quiet, you can leave. Angie, stop.
Leave me
Stop.
alone.
You're miserable. You're miserable.
If you're not gonna listen
you go
to me,
way
I'm
too
very
far.
happy.
I don't deny
Meredith, if you're not gonna listen to me, get out of my house. So you don't find that rude?
No.
Now there's this big kumbaya moment over the table.
You're feeling left out.
And I seriously am so sick of this. I would love to have a sit down. I would love to have the same kind of kumbaya
Well, we're
moment.
sitting down, and you have the floor.
Do it.
Brittany, if you wanted a kumbaya moment, you could say, I'm sorry.
Bronwyn, I officially apologize for those mean things that I said about you and your husband.
Okay, because everybody told you you had to move on, or because
No.
you really feel that way?
It's good you got that out.
Clearly, you and Angie have had a field day living me apart. Continue and have fun. I'll give you
Don't
free
dare,
reign
Meredith,
to
don't
talk
you dare
about
go
it.
there. Don't you dare
I'm
talk
not
about me
ripping
and
her apart.
Angie.
Well, oh my God. You know what she walks when it gets tough?
It's like, thank you, Lord. She took them bangs with her. This is Audrey Hepburn, not the Flintstones.